do you feel like when people come up to you like, Ryan, can I please have a selfie? Ryan, can I please have a picture? Ryan, you want to be my Instagram snap? What is that experience like?
It's quite normal now, do you know what I mean? It's like, like I said, it's football. It's a community thing, do you know what I mean? Like, football fans been going there for 3 years. To come obviously support you, and it's something you have to do to give back to them, and it's, you know, it's something happily do. Yeah, it's feels good.
Does when you have a moment like that, does it take you back to where you started and just make you realize how much you build yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, you wouldn't. You just makes you think like I come this far. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a dream.
So, if you weren't a footballer, what were you going to be?
I don't know, to be honest. Probably something to do with sports, definitely. Maybe like a sports scientist, or I don't know. I'm not too sure. Not too sure.
But you would have still been in this industry.
Yeah.
Has it always just been has it always just been a goal of yours, or just been inside your heart that you want to work in the sports industry?
I think so. Yeah, I was quite a sporty person growing up. So I think that's the direction I was probably going ahead. And then not sporty, to be fair. Maybe into maybe you could say fashion and just I like a bit of fashion, but other than that, probably sports.
While we're speaking about fashion, I'm very proud of you because you just launched an absolutely amazing fashion brand. So can you tell us a little bit about that? What is that? Because I'm sure everyone that's watching wondering what we're speaking about.
Yeah, so obviously it's just it's going to be like a brand that's basically the clothing is like oversized fitting kind of style, like
right.
And then it's based off like it's gonna be like a would you say charity? It's based on like a foundation. So obviously the profits that come from the brand will be put into like into a football school. Football school I'm gonna start back in Namibia. So it's, you know, it's something I wanted to do to give back to the kids back home.
So basically the brand that you've launched is based off of a charity. Is that the main purpose of it?
Yeah.
And then that to fund you, the academy that you want to start back in Namibia?
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing.
It's obviously to get things flowing. But yeah, that's the vision. And
are you going to diversify it more, or is it going to be the same kind of apparel that you're doing right now?
No, I'm going to obviously go into different kind of like stuff, variations and different kind of designs. And just like, obviously fashion industry is quite not difficult, it's like a lot going on. People are always looking for different kind of things to wear, so I just think it's just about consistency. So
when is the next drop? Is there something new that you're working on that's coming out soon?
Yeah, we're doing some oversized tees,
right?
Some graphic designs. I think there's maybe about 4 different designs. And then got a tracksuit coming out as well. But yeah, then obviously after that would be like a winter collection, start getting ready for winter, and then yeah. It's
an amazing brand. I've actually looked through it and got myself a few things, and I'm really, really proud of you. There are not a lot of people that would start a brand that would give back to the community. You know, most of the people do it for personal gain. So it's quite amazing that you're doing something so phenomenal, that you're giving back to your, you know, your home country. And I know that we obviously don't have that many academies that will actually bring footballers through, you know, all the way to here or wherever they aspire to go to. So it's quite amazing. You've done quite amazing for your age. You're doing really, really well, and I'm really proud of you. And I'm not saying this because I know you off camera, but I'm just saying, you know, from what you've told me, you've done an absolutely, you know, amazing job. And I actually read a quote of yours that said in one of your past interviews, and I'm going to quote you, it says, "Just remain focused. There's nothing that can beat hard work. So if you work hard at whatever you do, you will be successful." When you made that statement, what was the reason behind that?
No, like I said, it's just fundamentals of life, really. Like if anything, literally anything you want to do, commit to 100% and just work harder, because then obviously in due time things fall together, and then that's when you realise that things, if you keep going, it's just gonna keep fighting for coming together and make you laugh better.
And are there certain things that you do to feed your mind? Are you a reader? Do you listen to certain things? What do you do to keep your mind going and your mind active and positive?
I try not to sit around too much and sit on my own thoughts. I try to be active. So if I'm chilling at home and I got nothing else to do, I'll probably sit down, maybe do a bit of sketching and stuff. I've been, I don't know if you say I'm a good drawer, but I've been quite okay drawing growing up junior years.
A little bit of art?
A little bit of art, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's, and then I like walks, I mean, it's clear your head, just walking, and I think that's probably about it.
And is there a specific routine that you have right before the game? Like, do you read something, do you pray, what is it that you do?
Before a game?
Yeah. Let's say the night before the game.
I just try and I just try and not think too much about the game, do you know what I mean? Because you obviously think too much about the game, you start getting nervous and stuff. I try to do like things to distract me from the game, because you can't think too much about it. Maybe like sit down, watch a movie or something. And I think that's about it to be honest.
And there's been a frenzy in the media this week. I'm sure you know what I'm speaking about. And there was almost a breakaway new league. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Do you have a comment on that?
I just don't know, man. I don't think I can see it ever happening, to be fair. It's like a lot of people have said, it would take away like like I said, football's a community, do you know what I mean?
Right.
It would take away I don't know how you would say it,
it would take the heart out of the game.
Yeah, so like if maybe like it would take the experience of the fans going to like a bigger club, they can travel around the world if they do qualify for Champions League, but then they're trying to take that away and do just for the big team, then I just think it wouldn't be fair, do you know what I mean?
Is that what football means to you?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it's a community. Like football is nothing about the fans like we've noticed in the past year, do you know what I mean? I think the fans make football, do you know what I mean? It's a community, it's been around for quite a long time, and yeah. So
do you have aspirations, let's say in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Next 5 years, I'll be 28, I think I'll have to be definitely in the Prem.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that's your goal, and that's where you're moving towards. So before we end this interview, there's something I really would like to ask you to do.
Go on. You can ask me to dance and stuff.
Of course I am. No, I'm not going to ask you to dance. I'm just going to ask you to give a message to your younger self.
Yeah.
But in a way that would be receptive to someone that's in a situation that doesn't look likely for them to become successful, but just a word that would just give them that drive to not give up in whatever it is that they're doing.
What would I say to myself? I would just say, you're still young, so a few years left in you. You just need to keep going and stay focused, because you never know what's around the corner. You just have to keep going. I think that's about it, to be fair.
Alright, and you think I was going to let you go? Easy? Definitely not. I had to save the best for last. Actually, the two best for last.
Yeah.
What is it like? What do your DMs look like as a footballer? Besides like football inquiries, is it hectic being a man and being so popular, being so famous, being so successful, being wealthy, and having a social media platform that's accessible to everybody?
I don't really look at like the request DMs. I can't stay away from them, to me, so like.
Is that where the hectic DMs are always in?
I want to say hectic.
Not like hectic, but just where you're like, when you look at a message and be like, wow, okay.
I think so, yeah. So I just try and stay away from that. I never really go on it, the requests. I've learned that I've got quite a few. you know, Namibian wives back home. I didn't know that. So,
you have a few what?
Apparently, so I'm not.
Namibian wives?
When I got engaged, when I posted an engagement picture,
yeah,
there's a few comments saying, "Oh, look, it's your husband. He's." Do you know what I mean? It's kind of that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's about it.
Have you ever had a woman like just throw herself at you? Not like physically, but just be like, you know what? Send you a message like, you know.
Well, I can.
And that really shocked you, where you really looked at the message and you're like, people still do this?
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
So no one has ever slid in your DMs and be like.
Not when I was being with my girl.
No. But before that.
Nah, more. There was this one girl that was trying. I think she see me the sugar daddy maybe or something. So I just left it. But
what did she ask you? What?
No, it was obviously it was just really stupid. Because she was just trying to get me to pay for her to come down to Manchester and stuff like that. So I just left it.
You just didn't.
Yeah.
And one more thing. You have to crack a joke for us.
Oh my god.
Since I gave you one of the most nicest interviews ever, so you have to crack a joke for us, and if I don't laugh, you have to crack another one.
Oh my god.
And I know you hate me so much for making you do this, but I just had to. I couldn't resist.
A joke.
Yes.
Oh my god. I don't have jokes.
Guys, Ryan is apparently not funny, but we've been laughing this whole interview.
I seriously don't have jokes.
So,
wow.
What is the funniest thing you've ever heard that someone has said to you that made you laugh? Where you were just like, I can't, like, you were like dying in tears.
Someone said to me, I wouldn't say it said, I probably watched like a video that made me laugh. It's like start tearing and stuff. It was this prank. There's this big hench guy he's in the shower on the beach. We might have seen this before now. There's a guy behind the thing and then he's in the shower pouring soap on their head.
What?
Pouring soap on their head. And obviously the guys don't know where it's coming from. He's getting aggravated and stuff. It's just really hilarious.
So when the guy's taking a shower and soap keeps on coming and water keeps on, so he thinks water's coming but it's soap.
Yeah, so it's quite, I found it quite funny to be fair. I was in tears.
Guys, Ryan did the best that he could. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. We've had
my pleasure.
Hope you enjoyed this interview.
Yeah, I did, definitely.
And I hope you can join us again in the near future.
100%.
And so we'll be tuning into your game on this Saturday. Yes. And you're playing against?
Huddersfield.
What time?
Home, 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
When are the fans allowed to come and watch you again? Do you know?
Not too sure. I might be in, I think it's in May 17th, obviously, but the season's done, I think.
Okay.
Obviously, there's the Euros, so going back for the Euros.
Okay.
Yeah.
So within the Euros, then the fans will be able to come and watch.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Thank you.